Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for March 28, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. We're coming to you live with the latest updates on the rapidly unfolding crisis in the Middle East. Over the past few days, we've seen a significant escalation of tensions between Iran and its neighbors, including Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, Iraq, and Israel. The Iranian military has launched dozens of ballistic missiles and drones at strategic locations, targeting key energy infrastructure, military bases, and population centers. The United States and Israel have led a coalition of countries in conducting airstrikes against Iranian missile sites and military facilities, aiming to degrade Tehran's ability to launch further attacks. However, Iran has demonstrated a surprising capacity to withstand the onslaught, with its military continuing to fire missiles and drones at enemy targets. The conflict has raised concerns about regional stability and the global economy, with global oil prices surging by over 20% since the start of the conflict. The International Energy Agency has warned of a potential shortage of crude oil and refined products, which could lead to widespread economic disruption. Meanwhile, European allies have expressed frustration over the lack of coordination and consultation from the United States, with some criticizing the U.S. for failing to notify its allies before launching military operations against Iran. The situation is highly volatile, and experts warn that the conflict could escalate into a full-scale war, drawing in other regional players and potentially sparking a global crisis. The international community must work urgently to de-escalate tensions and find a diplomatic solution to this crisis. We'll continue to bring you updates on this developing story as more information becomes available. In the meantime, our thoughts are with the people affected by this conflict, and we urge all parties involved to seek a peaceful resolution to this escalating crisis. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter. And then she'll know it's right now. Firstly, we have an update on the situation in Cuba, where 2 missing sailboats carrying humanitarian aid have been found safe. The vessels, which were expected to arrive in Havana earlier this week, lost contact with authorities and sparked a frantic search and rescue operation. Fortunately, all 9 people on board are accounted for, and the critical humanitarian aid they were carrying will soon reach those in need. The Cuban government is facing a severe economic crisis exacerbated by a U.S. fuel blockade that has led to widespread blackouts and shortages of essential goods. As countries and aid organizations continue to send shipments of aid to the island nation, there is a pressing need for international cooperation to address the root causes of the crisis. In other news, we're following the story of the partial government shutdown in the U.S. and its impact on the Transportation Security Administration. With the shutdown now ended, travelers can expect relief from the hours-long security lines that have plagued airports across the country. However, the long-term effects of the shutdown on TSA workers and their morale remain a concern. Lastly, we reported earlier this week on the expected return to normalcy of TSA lines after the shutdown ends. Travel experts predict that security lines should improve relatively quickly once TSA workers receive their paychecks, but the agency's ability to recruit and replace essential workers who have quit during the shutdown is still a concern. We'll continue to monitor these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, the era of easy fixes and quick reversals appears to be over for President Trump's tweets and comments on the market. The recent conflict has left investors navigating uncharted territory, and the markets will no longer be swayed by Trump's words alone. In tech news, Meta Platforms Inc., the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, has seen its stock price plummet to a nearly 2-year low due to concerns over artificial intelligence spending, a landmark social media addiction trial, and recent layoffs. The company's massive investment in AI infrastructure has sparked worries among investors, who fear that Meta may be overextending itself. Lastly, the crisis in Iran has sent oil prices soaring, with analysts warning that the new floor on oil prices may be higher for longer. Canada is poised to capitalize on its reputation as a stable and reliable supplier, with an estimated 177 billion barrels of oil that can be produced economically at current prices. Investors are taking notice, and Canadian oil companies may be poised for growth. These stories and more will be discussed in depth throughout the day on AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First off, let's talk about NASA's commercial space station plans, which have hit turbulence amidst budget constraints and industry uncertainty. The agency's decision to down-select to a single provider has sparked controversy among private industry leaders who argue that it will hinder the growth of the commercial space industry. This development raises important questions about collaboration and cooperation between government agencies and private industry. In other news, two innovative companies are making waves in the tech world. Etherflux, a pioneering startup, is reportedly in talks to raise $1 billion in new funding, valuing the company at $2 billion. They're harnessing the power of space-based technology to revolutionize artificial intelligence, making it more efficient, sustainable, and powerful. Meanwhile, Physical Intelligence, a 2-year-old robotics startup, is planning to raise $1 billion in new funding, doubling its valuation to $11 billion in just 4 months. Their ambitious vision is to create general-purpose AI models that can empower robots to perform a wide range of tasks, from mundane chores to complex operations. As we explore these exciting developments, it's essential to acknowledge the potential implications and challenges associated with these emerging technologies. We need to engage in nuanced discussions and consider multiple perspectives as we navigate this uncharted territory. Join us throughout the day for more in-depth analysis and expert insights on these fascinating stories. And remember, as I always say, somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We've got a packed show for you today, with updates from the world of sports. First off, let's talk about the latest developments in women's soccer. Katarina Macario, the talented American forward, has made a high-profile move to the San Diego Wave. This transfer is being hailed as a massive coup for the National Women's Soccer League, and we'll be keeping a close eye on how this plays out. In other news, the USA men's national soccer team is gearing up for the upcoming World Cup with friendlies against Belgium and Portugal. Despite some injuries to key players, the team is looking to fine-tune their skills and build momentum ahead of the tournament. As Christian Pulisic put it, we're going to attack it head-on. And finally, we'll be taking a look back at the recent news surrounding Tiger Woods' withdrawal from the Masters and the ongoing controversy in the world of tennis. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currall.
Thank you, Howard. First, we took a journey through time to explore the fascinating discovery of the Galapagos lava heron, a new species of bird that's been hiding in plain sight. This breakthrough is a testament to scientific collaboration and the importance of preserving our natural heritage. Next, we delved into the world of paleontology and discovered the remarkable story of Ezra Mendalis, a young researcher who made a groundbreaking discovery on the enchanting Galapagos Islands. His find is a reminder of the wonders that await us when we venture off the beaten path. Lastly, we examined the proposal for a base rate increase by El Paso Electric in New Mexico and its potential impact on the community of Las Cruces. We spoke with locals and explored the delicate balance between providing essential services and ensuring they remain affordable for everyone. These stories highlight the beauty of everyday life, the importance of community, and the power of human curiosity. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we continue to uncover the extraordinary aspects of ordinary American life. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan's Dreams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, Slater's new album Worst Girl in America is making waves in the music industry. This unapologetic masterpiece redefines pop music with its unique sound and themes of identity, self-empowerment, and connection. Trust me, folks, this one's a game changer. Next, we're talking about Taylor Sheridan's latest projects, The Madison on Paramount and Marshall's on CBS. While The Madison is a beautifully crafted drama that explores legacy, responsibility, and relationships with a focus on women, Marshall's feels like a rehashing of old storylines with too much action and not enough character development. But don't count it out just yet. Both shows are part of the larger Yellowstone universe, and we might see some interesting connections between them soon. And finally, if you're a fan of the Yellowstone franchise, keep an eye on both The Madison and Marshall's. Even though one shines brighter than the other, they're both worth checking out. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David to Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, in a groundbreaking discovery, scientists have observed the intelligence and social complexity of sperm whales. A recent study has shown that these magnificent creatures are capable of complex social behaviors, including cooperation and altruism. This finding has significant implications for our understanding of the natural world and our responsibility to protect and preserve their habitats. In another remarkable story, a humpback whale that had been stranded off the coast of Germany has managed to free itself and swim into deeper waters. The successful rescue effort was made possible by the dedication and perseverance of a team of marine biologists and conservation experts from Sea Shepherd, Germany. Despite the challenges ahead, this story brings hope and relief to the community, highlighting the importance of conservation and protection of marine life. Lastly, we're showcasing communities in Australia and Iceland that are thriving together with birds. From indigenous communities in Australia to residents in Iceland's Mývatn region, people are finding innovative ways to live in harmony with their feathered friends. These examples demonstrate that with care, foresight, and a deep understanding of the natural world, humans and animals can coexist in harmony. These stories remind us of our responsibility to safeguard the health of our oceans, protect marine life, and preserve traditional knowledge and practices that have allowed humans and animals to thrive together for centuries. We'll continue to follow these developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David for AIDailyPress, the world's most unbiased news source.